Welcome to the Pearls of Wisdom podcast, brought to you by Southern Jewelry News and Jewelry Store Marketers. This is Guy with Jewelry Store Marketers, and we are here with another great episode of the Pearls of Wisdom Jewelry podcast. And we have Elisa Dillon, the Vice President of Sales of Southern Jewelry News and Mid-America Jewelry News. That's always a pleasure to hang out virtually with Elisa, but, you know, recently in Vegas, we had a lot of fun too. And
we sure did.
Yeah, we sure did. And today we have our special guest, Kevin Patton of Patton Jewelers. If I said that properly. Greetings.
Pattons Fine Jewelry, close enough.
Patton's Fine Jewelry.
Fine Jewelry.
Very impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we welcome you here. And recently, I think last year, there was an article that came out in Mid-American Southern Jewelry News about your store, Patton. Patton's Fine Jewelry, yes. 3 generations of nice.
Yes, sir.
And
very complimentary article. We enjoyed it.
Great. So why don't you tell us about your store?
We started out as a mom and pop business in downtown Alexandria by my grandparents, Odell and Opel Patton, and my parents took over it in the late 60s, and it was Ken and Sandra Patton. And my brothers and I joined the business at very young ages. Matter of fact, one of my brothers and I, it's the only job we've ever had. So we've been in it from the very beginning. And we have 2 locations currently, the one in Alexandria where we originated, and we moved to Baton Rouge, Louisiana in 1977, opened up in a mall, and then moved to the current location on Coursey Boulevard in 92 after 15 very long years in the mall.
Wow.
Glad to be out of there. We moved our mall location, our Alexandria location is now a freestanding store like this one as well.
Got it. So now the new store is a freestanding location?
Both of them are, yes.
Yeah, I just pulled it up on the website. Wow, that looks like a very beautiful 2-story building.
Yes, designed by A. Hayes Town. It was a good stroke of my dad who purchased it. And he is no longer with us, but always in spirit. And he had left us a big legacy.
Fantastic.
It's a beautiful stores. I mean, yeah, just absolutely gorgeous.
Right.
So we like to say it's not bad for a bunch of rednecks from North Louisiana.
I like that. You know, I'm a Carolina girl, Kevin, so I can understand that. That's right. I was thinking how neat, you know. Yeah. He's a Philly Jersey guy.
Exactly.
Looking at, you know, I was really impressed. Number one, that someone in your family was named Opal. So, right? You said that was your grandmother?
Good jewelry name. Yes.
Yeah. So I was like, I think that she gave you all that energy for the family. It was meant to be. And
she was a fire
Guy, they have. Yeah, with a name like Opal, why not? Guy, did you notice how many awards these guys have won in Louisiana? I was really impressed what Belinda Wallace did. Can you tell us about her? She won a design contest. She got first place for $6,000 at the 2021 Jewelers of Louisiana Convention, and it was a boulder opal with emeralds pendant. Whoa, that piece is amazing. What can you tell us about that?
Belinda's been in the industry for many, many years. She came to us after she had retired from her first position, and we hired her to run our jewelry shop. She has since become the store manager. But that piece she created was something she has held on to for about 40 years, that particular piece of boulder opal. And then when the design competition came around, she decided to create this special piece with it, all handmade. And I think that was her second entry into the competition for the Jewelers of Louisiana. And she placed in the first top honors in for that category in this one.
Yeah, that's really beautiful.
Nothing like our customers love it because there's nothing like a female jeweler designing jewelry for women primarily. So.
Right.
What do you think your differentiating factor has been throughout the years for you guys? Has longevity been around forever, or what's the
We
secret?
treat people like we want to be. We treat people like we want to be treated. It's. I always tell my staff that it's the service in America. The level of service in America is abysmal. When you have to tell the fast food order taker, "Thank you for taking my money," and you don't get to have a thank you thrown back at you. It's very irritating to me. So
Yeah.
I just really believe in making sure our clients leave the store happy, that they have an experience, that they are glad to come to see us. And with that, like you've seen our picture of our building, it's kind of it can be an obstacle for people when they see that large building. They think, oh, just a bunch of snobs in there. They come in and they have an enjoyable experience. It's a deal maker for us. And we also, of course, have the Southern charm. We will offer our clients to beverages of their choice, from Coke, Sprite, water, wine, whiskey, champagne, cold beer, and a frozen mug. Just something I've always believed is that if you eat and drink with someone, they will become your friends. And we're in the business of making friends, not just selling jewelry.
Fantastic.
That's a great outlook.
Yeah, I always believe in that golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So that's great. That really
It's
makes
changed a little bit now. It's now do unto others as if they were about to review you. By the way.
Absolutely.
That is so true. It seems that your reviews, and that's a struggle for a lot of jewelers, right? Yeah, you want to please review me right when you're in the store. I know
Yes,
you have
ma'am.
great reviews on there, and I love the
Thank you.
fact, and a lot of jewelers should do this. You have video testimonials on your website.
Yes, ma'am.
How important is that to get the word out? And do you do that via social media on your website? I get it, but you're constantly. I mean, that's a great way for jewelers to really get that credibility.
Yes, ma'am. We started it in about 3 years ago. My brother was going to retire, so I started doing more of the marketing and the taking over. And one of the first things I did was bring in Podium, and they had a great system for creating Google reviews and a method. So we made it a goal to hit 100. Now I think we're at 228 and 4.8, I think, stars. So it's just something you have to constantly work at. And
Yeah, it
we
is.
have the video testimonials. There's something that we started after I found a marketing guru, also called my marketing coach, named Jim Ackerman. He owns Ascend Marketing, and he came on board and just really transformed our business. He brought in a couple of other companies, one of which is Hanger Marketing, that produces these video testimonials for us. They'll come down once a year and do stock footage and B-rolls, and we invite our clients in for a free meal and some cocktails and get them to talk about us. And those are all actual experiences. We haven't coached anyone. It's real friendly people down here.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
that's great.
What do you think? What do you think your secret marketing sauce has been? I mean, aside from treating people right, is there anything that you think you?
Well, yes, definitely. I give all the accolades to Jim. Jim brought us. I hired him, and you'll come to understand that I am a very cheap person. That's another word I usually use. But, and when we hired Jim, he's promised me that he would, do great things. And right out of the gate, we had what's called a customer appreciation event, and he's writing these very lengthy ads, newsletter, letter, and he said, "Trust me, it's going to work." And good Lord, did it ever? Never had an experience like that before. We did as much in 3 days as we normally do in a month, and just could not believe it. And been gravy ever, roses and sunshine ever since.
Fantastic.
Marketing. For all those listeners out there,
especially when
Guy. Yeah, I mean, Guy has jewelry store marketing. His business helps your SEO. Make sure that your Google is up there. Jim Ackerman, another great guy. Bill Warren has, another group of mine masters. When jewelers get together and you learn, look how successful you are in your reviews and business. That's just fantastic. Everybody take note.
I think the important thing is to A, not be afraid to spend the money, and B, realize that you have to be smart enough to know how stupid you are. And you can't do everything. You can't know everything. So you have to be able to hire people that are smarter than you, that are able to take this to the next level.
Right. Fantastic.
Great point.
How has it been to work with the family for so many years?
Wonderful. It couldn't be better. Love it.
Right.
There are always a lot of different personalities, and not everybody has the same idea. But we'll just say we all had a wonderful experience, and it's just me now. So it's my mom is still the owner, technically is the major stockholder, but she is not really in the business day to day. Although she still puts her hand in and visits the stores and says hi. And, but it's working with family can be challenging, but you just have to stick it out.
Yep, exactly. That's an ongoing conversation in the jewelry business. Obviously, there's a lot of owners that run their store for many, many years, and then they're trying to figure out the next step. Succession plans, and it's not uncommon to hear somebody say, "Well, I wish my kids would jump in or help us out," and they're trying to figure out what's next. You got any advice for those jewelers out there that have that issue? Yeah.
Number one thing, if your kids are going to go into it, don't do like my dad did. Make them work somewhere else first. You have to get outside experience. It's just a crucial part of it. So I have two sons and a daughter. One of the sons followed into the business, and I like to joke that he got tired of waiting for me to die, so he moved on to his own jewelry store, and has actually become one of the coolest stores in America. As a phenomenal business, and he may be one day willing to take over it, but we're working out the details. It's just slow going. But I would recommend people put their kids through GIA, put them through jewelry repair school, make them work at least 2 or 3 years with another business outside of your trade area, and let them get real world experience, because we were given free reign at a very young age, which wasn't a really good idea, but we all survived. Businesses turned amazingly good. So that's my main focus. But planning, hire professionals to do the succession planning for you. Do not just go on a hope and a prayer. But always get people that you can trust outside of the business to help you with those kinds of situations.
Right.
That's great points.
Yeah, definitely. And so these days your focus is on engagement rings, bridal jewelry, right?
Yes.
Exactly. And so you do have reading from the article, you do deal with obviously the earth mine, but also have the lab grown. How's it's another one of those topics in the industry that some people have strong feelings about. The different types. What's your feeling on the whole lab grown earth mine diamonds?
Well, if any of my competitors that are listening, they're terrible. You shouldn't have them. Horrible.
No.
Yeah.
They are. They've changed the industry. It's amazing how much business we do with them. My rough guesstimate at the moment is 40% of the engagement rings we sell are lab grown, and we're selling 2-3 caraters all the time because of the price. Your average person really is just interested in getting the biggest, prettiest diamond they can for the money they're going to spend, and hands down, it's lab grown. And my personal feelings about them are, I don't really care one way or the other what the client buys, as long as they understand what they're buying. Our method has always been to teach the customers about it. When Clarity Enhanced first came out, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, it was earth-shattering. People were, unsure about what it was to have a Clarity Enhanced diamond. Some of our competitors would say, "Oh my God, don't get that; it'll break." Because they really didn't understand it. So we're always afraid of what we don't understand. And we researched it, did a lot of market testing on it with a few of the clients, and it went bonkers. So it's all about choice. What I'm leading into is it's all about giving our customers the choice to decide for themselves, educate them, teach them about what each one of these things mean, and let them pick for themselves. It's not fair for me to say to my client, I don't personally believe in this product, so you can't buy it here, but you can probably find it somewhere else. Good luck. It's up to the client to make that choice.
Right. Yeah. There's obviously jewelers out there that are strongly against it, or
Yes.
there are some, and there's a lot of conversation around it. We just came from the JCK show, and Elisa was telling me about the right at the show there was the growing machine, right, Elisa?
Oh yeah, they had
seen that.
Yeah,
it was really interesting. It's one of our latest on the scene of for independence, JB Benderi, who's a big diamond house. But they had a grower machine in there, and
that's George Prout. George Prout.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
like
George Prout.
Good guy.
Yeah, George is. Yeah, so he's. It was great. They had their lab coats on, and they're taking pictures. So, like Pattons would have their own machine with their logo on it.
Wow.
So to be able to see those growing machines, it was really, really, really cool.
That's amazing.
We use a company.
I do know.
Good.
No, go ahead. You were saying something?
I was going to say, the company we deal business with, we're not going to use their name, kids don't want anybody else finding out about it, but they are amazing. Right. And the advice I would give to every jeweler out there is, and I hate to say this for the growers, but don't buy it. Get it on memo, because it goes down in price and you're going to be hung with a lot of inventory. So people we do business with give us, $150,000, $200,000 of cost on consignment. We have cases full of it, and it works. It sells like crazy. I'm not sure about George's company. We haven't spoken yet. He's been contacting me, but we haven't hooked up yet on it.
Sounds good.
Well, I noticed too that you have a lot of Ashi bridal, and Ashi has been a long-standing partner with Southern and Mid-America Jewelry News. And have you been carrying Ashi a lot? I'm sure that is that your main bridal line.
It is that, and a company called Ashi. Kashi. That's Kashi and Sons. I'll get to that in a minute. And but Ashi has been around for many, many years. We have dealt with them probably 20 years. What we love about them is it's so consistent with the quality. We never have to worry about the stone that's coming out, the manufacturing process. It's a nice thing when you can size a ring down 2 sizes and your customer doesn't come back a week later because 3 stones popped out. So it's a big plus for us. It's about how our customers feel about it after they buy it, not just when they buy it.
Got it. Wow.
Shout out to Ashi.
Yeah.
Neil, that'll be $20. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Who's your? Do you see a rep? Who's your rep in Louisiana? Is that Bill?
What is that guy's name? Neil. Neil Bass is our rep.
Neil Bass. Yeah. Okay. Good people.
Yeah.
Well, again, I think that Pattons has definitely has a family vibe, and just everything I've read and seen is it's warm and inviting, like a good retail store should be.
Yeah.
We all hope to be that way.
Absolutely.
Never understood. Yeah. Never understood how stores cannot be nice to their customers when they come in. It just, again, that level of service, you just have to be nice. You have to smile. You really do. Just that simple.
And you're born with it because you're from the South. There's a Southern hospitality thing that we're born with. So you got to keep that in mind too.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You do anything special to keep your staff happy?
Pay way too much money. They won't agree with that, but it's we do meals and treats, and we do spiffs, and we'll have events with for them when we do ongoing training, which helps them make more money. But it's mainly that I think they just enjoy coming to work because we do have fun. After work, we can enjoy a cocktail if they like. We don't, of course, do that during the day. But they give away too much merchandise. We tried it once, and they kept giving away. And they just.
What about trade events? Do you go to trade events?
I missed the JCK and Southern Jewelry show. Again this year. I think that makes like 8 years in a row now. Not real sure, but we used to go we used to go quite a bit, and we found that for the expense, it just wasn't worth it to us. People come to us. Fortunately, maybe it's our reputation. We do quite a bit of business, but it is. The reps like us, I think, too, just because they tell us all the time how most of the people we deal with just aren't nice to us. They want us out of here. And we're taking them out to dinner and buying them a cocktail or, delving into our liquor cabinet here.
Fantastic.
That's a true partnership, though. That's what a partnership's about. Absolutely agree.
You have to be loyal to your vendors.
Successful.
Yeah. You just have to be loyal to your vendors because we could deal with 16 different engagement companies, get a smattering from each, and I'd rather be a big fish in a little pond.
Sounds
Very
good.
Smart.
Definitely. Well, there's so much amazing stuff about your store and the story of how you guys have come to where you are today, and it's really amazing. And we certainly congratulate you with all the success, and thank you for coming on. Do you have any other questions, Elisa?
I don't. We were talking about what you do with your staff and stuff like that. You said you were married, right? You have 2 kids or 2 adult children?
3.
There you go.
3 kids.
What do you do in Louisiana for fun when you're not working?
Not working. What is that like?
I like festivals.
My retirement plan is. My retirement plan is they're going to find me slumped over one of our cases one day, and that'll be how I'll go out of the business. But music festivals, jambalaya festivals, crawfish season. We have football season and crawfish season in Louisiana is primarily, and of course Mardi Gras is an hour down the road in New Orleans. So I've got plenty of T-shirts. Don't want any more. But I visit my daughter. She is. I got to shoot a shout out for her. She's one of my advice to my kids was, if you want to have a real family life, don't get in the retail business because you work holidays. It's hard to get to do anything. So my baby girl is a general surgeon down in New Orleans. She graduated and doing she's a 3rd-year resident down there, soon to be 4th. And I've got a son son and his wife are registered nurses and becoming NPs as well. And they've been doing traveling hours and going all over the United States doing fun things. They've just moved back home permanently. And then the oldest son is the one who was in the jewelry business also. Pattons Fine Jewelry is the name of his business. He's someone you might want to interview too. Turned out to be a good kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad I didn't pull their heads off when they were young and tender.
Where's his store?
Where's
your son's store?
He's about 3 miles away from us on Jefferson Highway. But he wanted to do it on his own. He didn't poach our customers. He just wanted to say it. I didn't ride on Dad's coattails or the family coattails to do well in business, and he has succeeded spectacularly. The odd thing is he does a business in knives. I don't know if y'all ever seen these high-end pocket knives, but he'll sell $5,000 and $10,000, $15,000 pocket knives.
Wow.
Amazes me. He does as much business in knives as he does in jewelry. It's phenomenal.
Well, a lot of these knives people, it's a lot of craftsmanship, like jewelry. The engraving, the Mona, whatever that's called, Mona key, and then the stripes.
Check out his website sometime for.
Absolutely. Well, give him a shout out. Where can people look at these beautiful knives at? What we said it's in, okay.
Yeah.
Fine jewelry. Great.
And if somebody wanted to check you guys out and check out your website, how do they find you?
PattonsJewelry.com.
Pattons Jewelry.
Upgrading our website. It's been that's another work in progress that we are next step to undertake.
Next step to undertake. Yep. Well,
yes,
sounds good. You sound. It looks like everything is. You got a beautiful job, beautiful life, because you seems like you love what you do, working with your customers and your staff, and it looks like you're providing an amazing service and product to your customers. So congratulations.
Thank you. We try.
Everything.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Much success to you as you continue this year, and we'll definitely check out your son's place down there on Jefferson Road. And we thank you so much. We'll keep an eye out on your company, and as the succession continues, we do wish you all the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the time.
All right. Well, everyone, thanks for tuning in to another great episode here at the Pearls of Wisdom Jewelry podcast. Make sure you check out Pattons Fine Jewelry. And make sure, of course, you're going to check out Southern and Mid-America Jewelry News. And I'm Guy with Jewelry Store Marketers. And thanks, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye. Listening to the Pearls of Wisdom Jewelry podcast. For more information about the show, please visit southernjewelrynews.com/podcast, brought to you by Southern Jewelry News and Jewelry Store Marketers. Make sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so you can catch the next show. See you